What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, episode number 25 of the GamerKnoob. Let's check out what these mythic ranks are. I'm very intrigued. Mythic Hero. So we can't do these things yet, but we can be a Mythic Hero, I guess? Mythic Heroes stood apart from their contemporaries, capable of amazing feats of courage in the face of overwhelming odds. In spite of this, they're still similar in many ways to other adventurers. They have hit points, or armor class, and saving throws. In fact, most of their statistics are comparable to non-mythic characters on an equal level. Where mythic characters differ is the special mythic abilities. These abilities enhance mythic characters both in and out of battle, allowing them to take part in extraordinary, larger-than-life adventures. The first ascension. At first, rank of the character's mythic oppression, they need to first select their ascension ability. This ability is closely tied to the source of the character's mythical powers. It does not determine the character's choice of an actual mythic path later, but the source of their powers and mythic path are closely linked. The character must be aware of their connection to the source to select the link. Bit of fun. Draw their power from chaos, gain an ability to create 3 illusory copies of themselves. Draw their power from the abyss. I don't draw my power from the abyss. Draw the power from good, gain an ability to unleash a ray of heavenly light, targeting an ally or a foe within 50 feet. This ray heals 46 plus 2d6 per mythic rank of damage, or deals the same amount of damage. They can do this 3 times per day, plus 1 for each mythic rank. Come closer to angels, gaining resist acid, resist cold, immunity to petrification. No. Just think. Draw their power from law, gain the ability to force reality upon the enemies around. Every enemy in 30 feet around must as a target of a greater dispel effect, only affecting abilities of the illusion school. On the second mythic rank, hindering abnormalities. The characters that draw their power from freedom gain an ability to unleash a bolt of energy from Elysium itself, targeting an ally or a foe within 50 feet as a ranged touch attack. If used on allies, this bolt instead charges their attacks with their weapon for 2 plus mythic rank rounds. They'll do 2d6 points of holy damage on hit, and count as good for purposes of bypassing damage reduction. These characters can use this ability 3 times per day. Elysium, getting electricity 20 and plus 1 to their bonus saving throws. I like this, close to the heavens, honestly. First tier and every other on mythic rank after select 1 new mythic ability. What do I want to take? I don't know. After boundless healing. Cleaving shot? No. Every time you target by an enemy spell, you gain the ability to teleport to the caster as a move action. That's pretty good. Abilities of domain swift action. Every time you deal energy damage, no. 3 times per day as a move action, you teleport to an ally who has less than 30 hit points. Effects of spells on your allies that should last longer than an hour but shorter than 24 hours. That's really good. Enforced Vigor, every time you roll damage, an ally. Every time you damage an ally. No. Whenever you make an attack of opportunity, you gain a bonus on the attack roll and damage equal to your mythic rank. Every 3rd hit with a ranged weapon, no. Your allies within 50 feet of you gain a bonus equal to half your mythic rank plus 1 to their initiative, their saving throws against mine, and that's pretty good. Once per day when your HP drops low, you become unkillable for 2 rounds. Every time you hit a target melee combat, you leave a mark on an ally targeting the marked target. Deals 1d6 divine damage. Magic immunity, and dispels any spell effects on you. Charge attacks deal additional divine damage equal to 1d6. Your animal companion is just as yes, I want this really badly. Mythical Beast is probably gonna happen. Shadow spells, ranging shots, rupture restraints. The bigger they are. Thundering blows. That's really good too. Every turn, as long as you at least make 1 melee attack, you gain a +2 bonus of damage rolls. That's not bad. Unstoppable. No, we have to take Mythical Beast, my friends. And that's just him. You need to choose which mythic path you're going to follow. This choice will greatly affect the following events. However, no matter what reasons for choosing one path, be aware its powers are, be it powers or aesthetic preferences. Remember, there are no wrong choices. That's good to know. So you, which one do I want to take with you? Huh. I take inspirational leader with her. You're gonna get a ranged one for sure. Do you have any other prerequisite ones? No? Okay, ranging shots. Every time you use an attack with a ranged weapon, your aim improves, giving you a stacking bonus. Not bad. Every third hit with a ranged weapon deals 1d6 points of additional damage. Time you deal critical damage with a ranged attack or reduce the target's hit points. Thank you. Cleaving shot it is. Do you have any thing that is, there we go. But it gives you no penalties. I'm looking for just prerequisite ones to see if there's any that might be good. Let's see. You don't, doesn't have the following features. Demonic. You gain additional, but it gives you no penalties, so we don't get any penalties. We get a +2 persuasion skill check. You can use to intimidate or bluff. You get +2 persuasions. Immune to fatigue. Pox pustules. Insight bonus on initiative checks. Immune to the sickened. Sure, we'll take Hellbound. Neat. Do you have anything that has a prerequisite as well? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Let's look at magic ones then, shall we? Yeah, abundant casting seems good. You. Just seeing if doesn't look like you have anything. Big leading strike, that's fine. Does my horse get one too? My horse should get one because he's also mythical. Just saying. No? Okay. Well, that's fine. Alright, let's save. We have gotten our mythic things ready. Collect all items. I'm glad that I get to take everything with me. That makes me happy. We did it. We've helped everybody out except Staunton. Staunton has gone. We need to talk to his brother. And sell his brother a bunch of stuff too. That'd be cool. Because we have a lot of stuff to sell. Celebration time.
Make way, warrior queen coming through with a round for the heroes. Whoa, the heart is packed. And you considered mixing this little shindig, Beth?
I did consider it, and I am still considering it. It hasn't even been a week since the last demon was booted out of Canabris, and we really should be in a period of mourning for all the city's fallen. But the people deserve to celebrate, and he deserves to be honored for saving the city and possibly all of Mendev.
We did it together.
But someone did more than the rest of us. Don't deny your achievements. There will always be plenty of miserable folk only too happy to tear you down.
According to the Watch reports, there has been no demon activity whatsoever outside Canabris. I get the feeling the fiends are as shocked by what happened as we are. What happened in the garrison, what you did, it was a miracle. I truly believe that the gods remembered us and decided to intervene.
Beth, come on, you agreed. No serious business today.
All right, I'm done. No more. Who would have thought we'd be celebrating a successful attack on the Grey Garrison, our own fortress, and that we'd blow the roof off the place?
It's simply unforgivable.
While we're on the topic of the roof, there's already a rumor going around that you have been blessed by Iomade herself, and it was her power granted to you that destroyed the garrison's walls and roof. And it turns out the people want a little piece of that blessing for themselves. The townsfolk are gathering chunks of the garrison's rubble as souvenirs and talismans, and I'm sure they'll hit the black market soon enough. Oh, yeah. Here, breathe on this for me. For good luck.
Breathe on the stone. We need all the luck we can get.
Nice. I'll put it on display at home. Or maybe I'll make a hole in it and wear it as a pendant.
Nevi! What are you on about now?
What do you mean? Do you see many people at this table who've been personally blessed by Iomade herself?
Well, a couple perhaps.
Iomade's blessings are not conveyed through stones, and as public officials, we really shouldn't.
I feel a little chastened after what you said about public officials. But I myself have acquired a few pieces of stone and also wish to ask our hero to breathe on them for good luck. So, what now? Are you going to toss me out of this fine
The
establishment?
queen is here.
Your Majesty.
Yes, it is I. I made the journey here to deduct the cost of repairing the garrison roof from your salary. We have not been introduced. Galfrey of Mendev.
It's an honor, Your Majesty.
And for me also. So, this is what he looks like. The one all Mendev is talking about. News of your deeds reached me even before my messengers could.
Your Majesty, we were just... I'll have them arrange...
Calm yourself, Commander. I deliberately came here without any fanfare because I did not wish to draw attention away from our honored hero here. My personal guard and the force I brought with me are standing watch outside the city. I ordered all your sentries to stand down. They also deserve a break. Every person who tirelessly fought to save Canabris will enjoy themselves today. And my reinforcements will ensure peace and order.
Are you joining our celebration, Your Majesty?
Please, don't Your Majesty me. We are in a tavern, not my court in Nerosian. Address me as you would any comrade in arms. Concerning the celebration, as you can see, I already invited myself. I couldn't pass up the chance to meet the new hero all the Crusaders are talking about. And soon, not just Crusaders.
We all need to get some rest.
Because grand new deeds lie ahead, yes?
Your Majesty, my dear cousin.
Count, I admit I was surprised to learn that you valiantly joined the ranks of the city's defenders. Pleasantly surprised.
I live to please you, my queen. My first thought when Daskari cruelly robbed us of noble Terendelev and half of Canabris' crusaders in one fell swoop was of you, my queen, and of how these events would weigh heavily on you. No one could have foreseen the demon attack, and we have so successfully held the defense here for 4 heroic crusades.
I'm going to drown him in the nearest well this very night.
I value your dedication and your eloquence. I hope you will continue to aid our soldiers.
Not a chance. You know that I am not made for the front lines. Excellent bash, but alas, I really must go. Important matters to be getting on with. A new shipment of wine from Keonin and 3 beautiful creatures of the same provenance. But I will most assuredly come to say my farewells before your army departs on its campaign, which, wherever it may lead you, will undoubtedly be crowned with victory.
I shall hold you to that, Count. And now allow me to devote some time to the hero of the evening. I did not come here solely to give you this chance to celebrate, but all serious discussions and official announcements can wait until tomorrow. I have big plans for all of you, especially for you. But I want to keep you in suspense for a little while longer, so I shan't say another word. Let us mark this victory. My first toast is to you, the hero of Canabris. Now, what are we drinking?
Nice to see the Queen join us.
The fires of Canabris have died down. Now the army's path leads to the walls of Dresden, a fallen citadel that the Crusaders have been trying in vain to reclaim for 70 years. The new piece on the board might give their efforts some added momentum.
Maybe. Definitely something we have to look for. Make it to Dresden now. Oh my. We have things to do. Don't make me leave yet. No, go back. I still need to talk to the storyteller. Okay, well, fine. Let us know. Leave us a review. I won't. My review is in my video. I'm really bad at writing reviews. I'm really bad at writing reviews. Is that him next to Irbeth, the hero who saved Canabris? The Queen is coming! The Queen!
Rise, warriors. Today is a day of sorrow and pride. Sorrow because we weep for our brothers and sisters who perished in Canabris. Pride because despite demonic treachery, our heroes repelled the attack and saved the city. I, Queen Godfrey of Mendev, declare this day the first day of the 5th Crusade, and I am glad to introduce the one who will lead the attack on the forces of the Abyss, the hero of Canabris, Knight Commander of the 5th Crusade, your leader from now unto victory or death. And now it's time to rest. Everyone is dismissed.
Yeah! Woo! You heard the Queen dismissed. Everyone returned to orders of camps.
There. The troop review is finished. I'll give you some time to look around the camp, and then I shall expect your presence at headquarters.
Step 1. Find vendor. You have the item Flail of Lightburst in your inventory, which is significantly better than the ever-burning torch item. Okay. Everything is destroyed. Oh god. Commander, please allow me to join you while you inspect our encampment. Absolutely, Irbeth. Okay. So you're telling me that you want me to equip my ever-burning Flail of Lightburst over this? Is that what you're saying? What if I told you that I don't want to equip any of it? How about that? Go ahead and saddle up. No saddling up? Okay. Loot. Need sell place.
Let's move.
Need a sell place for sure. There's a lot around here, dude. Can I go out here? I can. Alright, we're gonna be just running around the camp. This is probably what this episode's gonna be, is just running around looking at the camp and stuff, so if that doesn't interest you, I would say probably just skip the rest of this episode. I'm gonna start with the outskirts and work my way in. I really want to find a vendor.
Follow me.
before really much of anything else. You can go all the way out to here? No, okay. So, my goodness.
March on.
We got earth elementals guarding? That's cool. Oh, and we actually can. Commander, horse, recruit. You never know if there's anything they just hide in these things, you know? You never know. I doubt there is, but there could be.
What's that?
Ah, see? See? I'm not crazy. I knew it could be possible. There's land. Stuff. Oh, come on, horsey. I'll need you when I go into different areas.
Follow me.
All this loot is wonderful. Oh.
March on. Check that out.
Look at that. See? More loot. I was not crazy for going around the edges then, was I? Good on me. Alright, now let's go find some people to talk to. No to the command. Storyteller, that's who we need to talk to. Allow me to congratulate you on your victory on acquired mythical powers capable of casting down the strongest of demons. I got the page you were looking for from the Great Garrison. Yes, you are right. Another piece of evidence from the past I'd forgotten. Storyteller clenches the pages you brought. His voice becomes a bit younger and more energetic. My hand touches the stone wall. The cold pierces my palm like the teeth of a hungry dog sinking into a piece of meat. I don't take my hand away. I let the stone enjoy my warmth in return for its service. It accepts my caress and my unasked question. The one it's been asked thousands upon thousands of times. Where should I go next? Behind me I hear loud stomping of the minotaurs that guard this godforsaken place. I tricked and outwitted them, leaving only a trace of my presence. There is darkness lurking up ahead, honing its swords, claws, and teeth in hopes that a rare traveler visits its lair, but today it will get no one. The labyrinth is alive. Its red-veined stone walls resemble the guts of a huge creature. If you keep still and listen closely, you can hear it, the breathing and the wind that sweeps through this place. Where do I go from here? Forward, to the place where the wind carried a faint chuckle, whence comes the faint smell of ash. Whence a few ages ago, Demon Lord Baphomet began his great escape. Baphomet, are you inside his labyrinth? Yes, I'm traveling through the Ivory Labyrinth. This is not the most pleasant of my journeys, but it is necessary to reach my goal. How are you able to evade all the dangers of the Ivory Labyrinth? Have you forgotten who you're speaking to? I am the last Archmage of the Kiona, and I've been to many dangerous places, and this is just one of many. It won't be the last. What do you need from the Ivory Labyrinth? An answer to a question, a key to a secret, knowledge that can save many lives. My kinfolks were weaklings and cowards. They ran from danger, but one stood up to my enemy, and Baphomet will give me the weapon to win. For several years, I've thought about how to defeat Earthfall. My enemy has no flesh. It is impossible to kill. It blazes through everything in its path. It doesn't enslave, but destroys life itself, and I have found the answer. I know how to save my world. Earthfall came to destroy Galarian. Its strength was brutal, and my world barely withstood it. But what if Earthfall was resisted by not one world, but several worlds at once? What if Heaven or Elysium come to the help of the Dian Galarian? If I manage to merge my world with another one, meld them together, the power of the disaster will weaken. The denizens of Galarian will be able to temporarily take shelter in the adjacent plane. Civilization will not die. Our cultures will continue to exist. We will not be forgotten. Baphomet, the cunning and insidious lord of Minotaurs, was once a captive in Asmodeus' prison, but only 10 years passed before Baphomet was able to escape, taking his own prison with him, which later became the Ivory Labyrinth. Such an achievement deserves respect, and it is the goal of my research. Moving matter between planes is what interests me now. I stop near strange symbols covering the walls of the labyrinth. I run my hand over them to ensure they are real. Encrypted riddles drawn by Baphomet during his imprisonment. Take out the bark-covered notebook and painstakingly copy the symbols into it. Behind me, two minotaurs are fighting, deceived by the net of spells I have wrapped around myself like a blanket. Do you want to connect the planes? That's dangerous. Dangerous, difficult, almost impossible, but tell me, is this risk not worth the Thessalonian Empire perishing before my eyes? Does Golgon, the Cyclops' kingdom, deserve death? What about the Avalon Empire? Another plane will pay for saving Galarian. There will be wars, and then a new world will come, but we will survive. We will defeat Earthfall, and history will not condemn its victors. A bark-covered notebook, the one your mentor gave you. Yes, blinded by my pride, I tore it to pieces when I thought I would not follow my kinfolk. I'm still not going to run, but the knowledge written in this notebook by my former mentor might still serve a purpose. The elves managed to open a portal to Severian, and I keep it open until our people escape from Galarian. Their cowardice deserves disdain, but their knowledge is unquestionable. I returned to Kyonin and gathered the pieces of my torn notebook. Now it is my sword aimed at the heart of Earthfall. By combining the wisdom of the elves and the cunning of Baphomet, I will save the world. What happened next? I copied the strange symbols into the notebook. I haven't the slightest idea what these scribbles mean. What was the future demon lord thinking when he wrote them? While he was imprisoned in a cell with no way out, was he still in his right mind? I will need help to understand these notes. Otherwise, decrypting them might take more time than Pharasma has given me. One of the Minotaurs behind me killed the other one, tore his heart out, and devoured it. His bloodstained nose sniffs the air sharply. His bloodshot eyes shift from wall to wall. He senses a stranger, but he doesn't scare me. I'm certain of my powers and the spells hiding me. I've done my work, and I can leave this place, and I still linger. What is the strange presence I feel behind me, like someone is watching me, despite all my protective spells? Who are you, I ask carefully, not hoping for an answer. Darkness, a coy female voice whispers in my ear. Against my will, I shudder. The vision ended at the most interesting moment, didn't it? Please find the rest of the pages from this bark-covered book. I must know what happened next. Tell me about your journey to the Ivory Labyrinth. That's this again. I just want to get it grayed out. Thanks for your stories. Please examine the items. Can we make this yet? No. Decided to join the Crusade? I've not decided. I've decided not to, I'm afraid. My path and the path of the Crusade lead in the same direction, but alas, they are not yet one and the same. After the demons were driven away from Canabras, the path fell into the Worldwound and became open, if only temporarily. I'm planning on using this opportunity to visit. It doesn't matter now. I hate to bore you with the details of my venture, which may prove useless even for myself. However, I'll try to return to the Crusaders and aid them in their confrontation with the demons after I'm done. Hope to meet you again in this world rather than the next. I wish you interesting adventures. Good talk. Anybody else to chat it up with around here? Commander, hello. Lots of tents to go into that we'll definitely be going into, but I want to ride around the edges first. Sela! A group of soldiers talking loudly, laughing joyfully and passing around a flask. So picture this, my sword is by the fire, there's 2 goblins about to snatch it, and 3 more are digging through my tent, and I'm sat in the bushes wearing just my mail shirt, wondering what the blast to do. An old mercenary taught me about the mail shirt. You can't sleep in armor, but it's not so bad in mail, once you get used to it. Too bad no one told me not to go into the bushes without my sword. So what did you do? What did I do? I barked like crazy. Goblins are afraid of dogs, you know, so they all went wild and started running around. I spot my sword, and they spot me. So I jump over the fire, wearing nothing but my mail shirt, and I grab the sword and I yell in my big tough voice, "Oh, Inheritor, grant me the power to crush these filthy creatures." My sword shining, the goblins are screaming, I jump to attack them, and they fight back, but I fought them off somehow. But ever since then, I never take a step without my weapon. This is some story. Hey, stop gulping, leave some for us! We've only just set off, and you're already drinking, and with the queen in the camp, stop this at once. Right you are, Commander Tirabade. But we're drinking to the queen's health. Show some... Yeah, no wait, no. Yeah, give me a sip too, to her majesty's health. Commander, are you sure this is the right way to train your shoulders? Never mind, it's your business. Hey. You gotta let them have fun. Also, boo-doo-doo-doo. For some reason, my headset decided it wanted to reboot. What the heck? Grandma Gretlin, the director. Good afternoon, your commanderness. Do you remember us? We're the crew from the next door theater, the one you saved in Canabras, back when you weren't your commanderness yet. As you can see, we've come to the campaign with you. We've signed up to clean pots and mend the soldiers' clothes. Keeping up a theater is expensive, so we all have to take side jobs, but we don't stop what we're doing. We're going to put on a play about your legendary feats. Of course, the crowd scenes are difficult. We can't find the people to play the hordes of demons, and we decided against using a ritual to summon real demons. Luckily, we have Master Kim. He's invented a way to solve the problem using sound. We caught a pig and some piglets who ran away from a burned out village. We put the piglets in a box and scare them a little, and they sound just the sound they make is just like the approaching demon horde. But the most important question is, of course, choosing the lead actor who will play the Great Knight Commander. We had to write Barney over it, breaking a number of lances as well as a shovel, a rolling pin, and a set of back scratches. We just couldn't decide no matter what. Maybe you can help us. We have 2 candidates that are most suited to the role. One will be one will have the honor of conveying your heroism, Commander. A Cyclops actor? He's completely tame, believe me. A few issues with articulation, but what a powerful physique. We'll make him a nice costume, wash him up, brush his hair. Truth be told, in our show, you mainly just make up for short, heroic exclamations at the fateful moment like, "Onward," or "We'll never give up," or "My heart burns with courage." Lambkin can definitely handle the script. Played by a gnome? Not a gnome, 2 gnomes. Rubbledum and Hierophant are twins. One of them sits on the other's shoulders and puts on long coats so they can play tall characters. They switch places every so often, so each gets their moment of fame, and that way they each only have to learn half the script. Don't you have any other actors who vaguely resemble me? We're a small and poorly funded theater, and we only have a few actors, but they're all talented, one of a kind. I've chosen the ones that best fit your role. Trust my vision. I have more than a few successful plays under my belt. Alright, I made my decision. I want Lambkin to play me. Wonderful. Sorry we took away from all the important things heroes and commanders do. We're off to rehearsal. I mean, first we'll wash some pots, then we're off to rehearsal. Let's go, you lazy lumps. Don't embarrass old grandma now. Yay. You guys want to talk anymore? No? I'm glad these guys made it. Lan, what's up? Hey, Gregor, I was trying to say the Knight Commander commands the Knights really fast, and I almost twisted my tongue. The Knight Commander commands the Knights. 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 I don't know, I think I did it pretty well. Darren. Ah, there you are, you dashing troublemaker, you. Our short acquaintance is coming to an end. Very soon you will depart on your crusade, where you'll scrape on horrible rations, struggle vainly to fall asleep amid snoring soldiers, but be rudely awoken by the freezing cold, and have to look upon the dour faces of self-righteous prigs before you finally perish in the maw of some demon. I have a journey ahead of me too. I've just rented a sailboat in the south. I've also hired an excellent chef and a host of other entertainments. Well, to each their own, I suppose. You know, I'm genuinely sad to see you go. If it sounds like mockery, forgive me. I cannot switch off my venom gland on a whim, you see, but you intrigue me. If only we could have spent a little more time together, but of course, not under these circumstances. Let the Crusaders and demons have at each other. With any luck, they'll take this entire sanctimous spectacle down with them. You don't intrigue me not only I say mine, but your avowed companion. You know, I would like it if you stayed. Well, if you don't belong here, go. I'd like to see you again in the future to get to know you better. You can throw a banquet for me to celebrate our victory in Dresden. What do you say? Hey! Victory in Dresden. Your optimism is so charming. Well, should you prove lucky enough to survive, by some miracle, come and find me. Perhaps I shall even remember you. No promises, though. What's this? Oh, God. I didn't mean it that way. In any case, I intend to wait until the army departs. I do love a good send-off, especially when it is I who is staying and someone else who is heading off to meet a dreary and hopeless end. Sometimes it does one good to ruminate on the unfairness of life. Well then, farewell, Commander. I assume I shall be your most precious memory on the most disgusting and exhausting road to the pointless slaughter of battle. Or, if not the most precious memory, then at least the most stirring. Oh my.
Let's move!
You coming here, Beth? Seeing if we have anybody else around here to talk to. Ember! You've seen so many happy faces today. It's so good. So I trust your fighters. Don't worry, Arabeth. Alright, so we're back around. Did we... Oh, Ninja, here you go. I didn't even see you there. Hope we meet Daskari and Baphomet soon. I shall have numerous questions for them. Did we talk to Woljif? Do you know what the queen does to her people who keep her wanting? Or keep her waiting. Not wanting, waiting. I think we talked to everybody. I guess it's time to go into some tents. Nura Dewadar's tent. Hello. Who be you? Seems she brought a lot of unnecessary items along with her. Well, we can help with that. Yes. Yeah, we can absolutely help with the unnecessary items. Don't mind me. Thank you. Bye. Yeah, I'm gonna use the map, by the way, to go around and kind of check everything out. Tirabade's tent. This is my Anivian's tent. We're both using it to travel. Both these are traveling, but the Queen and Sister are tent be furnished just like a commanding officer's. Don't mind me, just stealing all your loot. The massive bed is clean and neatly made. Only commanding officers are allowed such luxuries during marches. Just taking all your things. I'm commandeering it for the Crusade, don't worry. But I'm part of the Crusade. Yes, yes, yes. Commandeering for the Crusade. It's fine. Very good. Not the commander's tent.
Follow me.
This one and this one are what we have left, I believe. Oh, Horgus Worm is there? I'll have to try to talk to Horgus. Didn't even see him. Are you telling me there's not gonna be a store? A shop? Well, yeah, I've had this tent to be used as a chapel. Even the less pious crusaders will come here to say their prayers when the final battle is upon us. I've seen it happen in many of my previous campaigns. Thanks, Ghost. Altar of Torag, Father of Creation. Altar of Serenade, the Healing Light. Altar of Aristil, the Old Deadeye. Altar of Desna, the Great Dreamer. This place has been sanctified to protect the air from corruption. Nice. Altar of Iomade. Nice. I love that Ghost was going to inspect the things. That's hilarious. It's like, don't worry, boss. I got it for you. It's fine. It's fine. Alright. Field medic time. Then we'll go talk to Horgus. This is the field hospital. Alas, the clerics of the Knobris suffered especially heavy losses, so we're in desperate need of healers. Amelia's in here.
March on!
Amelia, beautiful day, isn't it? Kayado. Dear lady, we've been standing here for a long time. Would you like to help? Umi, no, I definitely would not. Teacher, I sharpened your quills. Good, good. Just please act like I'm not here. There we go. Well met, Commander. You caused quite a stir. Everyone thought Knobris was done for, but the gods had other plans. There was quite a blaze over the Great Garrison, all the vermin running around their tails. Show me what you're selling! Please and thank you. I have many, many things to be selling. Like this. And this. And this. Yep, that too. Yep. Sell it all. Yep, that's fine. There's so many things to sell. Don't mind me. Oh, spiked heavy shield. Could be useful. Radiance. Don't sell radiance. Why? I don't know. They just don't do it. Deal. Con man's ring. Ooh. Yeah, we got some things to buy for sure up in here. Red Salamare. This ring has the ability to cast spells spontaneously. Oh my. Plate of vigor. $22 males. Oh, sell both as well, please. Okay, now, before we do anything else. Oh, we forgot that we gotta level these guys up too now. Of course. Of course we do. Let's see here. I like my Oracle heal bot if I ever need it. Get your mythic level. Beneficial curse. No. I thought there was one for intent. And sorry, I thought there was one for initiative, but I guess not. Let's level you up as well. Fast. Don't know why I have to open it twice, but I do. Do you have any prerequisites here? Doesn't appear. Oh wait, you do. one more shaman spirit. So you get touch the grave, touch of flames, fiery melee touch tank for life. Channel, absolutely. I like having heals, okay? Now, is that everyone? Yes, that's everyone. You. Step 1, take that, please and thank you. Doesn't change your AC, right? Oh, it does. Oh, you don't get AC with that. Okay, well then that's not happening, obviously. But this is definitely happening. Half plate of vigor, I like it. I myself am tempted to wear the full plate for more AC. You should wear this. Maybe, I don't know. You can wear armor. I should give you some. +2 bonus on concentration checks is nice. Alright, that'll be good. Alright, back to selling things. Perfect. Still have so much to get rid of. Glowing croissant, give it to me, thank you. Nothing useful in there, it would seem. Diamonds, diamond dust, lots of scrolls. Lots of scribing kits and stuff too. Maybe at some point. These are just what we sold, I do believe, pretty much, yeah. Alright. Thinking about getting this. Kinda wanna get that. Kinda wanna get that. Kinda wanna get that. Kinda wanna get that. Deal. Spent a lot of money. Alright. Cloak of resistance +3. I want my tanks to have really good resistances if possible, and then anybody else that's in the up front as well, but not, no, you get the Cloak of Disguise, you get to keep that. Let's give Ember a Cloak of Resistance. Now, Headband of Intellect. Absolutely. Raise that int up, that's fine. That for you. Charisma goes up, perhaps. And Wisdom. Who's our Wisdom class, really? You already have the Headband of Alluring Charisma. No, but that's funny. No, but that's funny. There you go. Take your Wisdom up even more. Might as well. Yeah. Alright. Who are you? We already did that. How'd you end up on the battlefield? Everyone here has a story like that, but mine is a rather boring one. Believe it or not, it was a bureaucracy. When the old rector of the Canavras Temple died, may Abadar rest his soul, the church required a replacement. I volunteered and served for 30 years without incident. I prayed to organize festivals and funerals, bought candles, sanctified water, boring mundane things that make up the daily routine of civilized society. But then civilized society failed, and it was time for me to go to war. Praise Abadar, who led me to the ruins of the Defender's Heart. Who's that boy with you? We already know. What kind of help can I expect from you? First, if you need a scroll, the divine... Okay, we've already seen that. I have to go. Can I talk to Kayado yet? No. Alright. Let's head to the main tent now, shall we? We got to sell most of our stuff off, which is nice. Time to head this way. We still have like a lot of stuff. Oh wait, we wanted to talk to Horgus Worm, that's right. Horgus. Wilser Garms? Wilser Garms, the camp quartermaster at your service. Oh, tell me about yourself. There isn't much really to tell, really. I was born in the Canabras in a humble family, got an education, taught myself to read and write, got drafted into the army, spent 3 years as a shield bearer for the first line. I left after I did my time and joined the Stonemasons Guild. Then moved on to shipwrights and rose to cruise chief. Sailed to Iberia twice and returned with goods. Made some money, built a house, but haven't started a family yet. I think I will after we're done with this war. But a few years ago, something started gnawing at me. I got this feeling like I needed to go home, that there was a storm headed for my native city, and when there's trouble in Dev, there's only one thing to do. You go to the recruiter and sign up for the army, and so I did. At first they wanted to make me an infantry sergeant, but then they decided I'd be a better fit for the supply department. I can take care of an army property, I'm pretty handy around a warehouse, and not to mention know how to handle a band of helpers, so that's how I became a quartermaster. What are your duties at camp? A little bit of everything. What's an officer to a soldier? A strict father. So what does this make quartermaster like myself? Something like their mum. That's what I make sure the lads have everything they need to defeat the enemy and come back from the battle in one piece. This means food, firewood, medicine, tents, mended clothes, fixed weapons. The horses have got to be fed and watered. The camp's got to be fortified by the evening and broken up by the morning. Make sure the wages are paid on time and the wagon wheels don't squeak. And there are reports, gods, until you guys never realized how many duties I actually had. What do you think of this? The soldiers think of the new commander. They mostly tell tall tales about your unusual power. They don't shy away from talking about you as a person too. Soldiers are always like that. If Iomade herself descended from heaven, you'd bet they'd jabber on about how she grips her sword and how good she looks in her armor. Soldiers believe the gods favor you, and that wasn't a coincidence you gained your power in the Great Garrison. Who else could have something like that happen to except for the gods' favor, right? Show me what you have. Well, dang it, I didn't realize there was going to be another person to buy stuff from. I want that. Alright, let's see. Double Jeopardy. +1 daggers. Tempting to buy another one of those, honestly. Anything? Just a lot of +1s, okay. +2, composite longbows, falchions, racking point, black dragon's fang. Oh my. There's some expensive stuff. Holy heck. +2 greatsword is tempting. Very tempting. Armor. Dawn of Life, Rock of Natural. Painful Remorse. Falling Scales. Rough Landing. Mighty Fists. Agile Fists. This is tempting to buy for the horse. Not even kidding, that's tempting to buy for the horse. I don't think I have enough to buy the greatsword +2. No, I don't. Okay, I want the Ring of Protection. For sure, I want the Ring of Protection. You already have a Ring of Protection, so let's give it to our other melee fighter. Perfect. Alright. Jerno. Oh, good day, do you remember me? I'm Jerno. We spoke in Defender's Heart. So you're the commander of the Crusade now. Aerosol knows how hard it is to imagine someone worthy of taking up the post in the Saber Canabras. May the gods help you prevail. Who are you? Oh, wait. What are you doing in Defender's Heart? What I was about to do under my holy orders. I killed the wounded and buoyed up the healthy to fight another day. You join the Crusade? Don't take it amiss, but no, I haven't. I have my own task. I'm needed in Chili Creek, a tiny hamlet which is due to some oversight. Has been left without a priest for these many years. About to set sail for there. I'll be making my journey along the old man's cell, and I have to go. I have to watch over you. Have we talked to everybody? I don't know. Finish that. Finish that. Cold Waters. Outcast. Banner over the Citadel. Beginning of the Long Road. Okay. Ask her about the Scary family. I would like to talk to Kiribeth, but I can't. So we'll have to do that at another point. Alright, I think we are good to walk in here. And you know what? I'm gonna let you guys have it. I'm gonna go in this episode. Ooh, lots of loot. Lots of loot. Don't mind me. Oh, here we go. More books to dump off. This is terrifying. Put those in my thing. I don't know why. Just do it. Speaking of which, we got a... Where is it at? There it is. Glowing croissant. All the loot for me. Don't mind if I do. Oh my. So soon. Nera. Layout Thor Hawk Blade.
Let us be
I'll talk to you in a second, Queen. I gotta go sell more stuff. Be right back. Don't mind me. I'm gonna go buy that Greatsword +2 now. Wait, no, I don't need that. I have Finian. Never mind. But I am gonna go still sell stuff. Forget I had Finian. Bulk selling, please. And then, like, everything I just got. Okay, whatever. I'll take 500 gold. Now, back in we go. My queen, I am here to talk to you finally. I apologize. Inspecting the camp took nearly an hour. The queen greets you with a stare. She has dropped the pompous air which she announced the 5th Crusade. The face of the ruler of Medivh is calm and thoughtful. She's made her move, but now awaits her opponent's reply.
Commander, I'm satisfied with the troop review, but I do not expect they will be sufficient for the task. You will have to prove yourself a shrewd leader and hire the necessary troops with the provided funds. I have chosen a target for your campaign, and that target is Dresden, our lost outpost within the Worldwound. The Sword of Valor was kept there, a banner that was once carried by Iomade herself. Our greatest relic was lost when the city fell. I should make one thing clear from the start. The Sword of Valor is no mere symbol, but a powerful weapon against demons. The holiness of the banner weakens them and robs them of one of their most dangerous abilities, teleportation. A forced march to Dresden awaits you. The Sword of Valor is kept somewhere within the Citadel. The demons probably think it's a hunting trophy. Its recovery is just as important as retaking the city itself. I hope the task is clear. I'm sending 2 specialists to help you, along with the soldiers. A historian, Nura Denduar, and a cleric, Soziel Bainik. One of the famous inquisitors of the Church of Iomade also wants to talk to you. The Honorable Leota, whom everyone calls Hawkblade.
I do not wish to keep you, Commander. The matter I must discuss with you is extremely important, but it is not directly related to the Crusade. You no doubt wish to meet your new comrades and speak with Her Majesty. Therefore, I shall leave you now, but I ask that you seek me out in the camp at your earliest convenience.
Hi! Listen, it's amazing here. It's like I'm in a ballad. There's knights in shining armor, deadly dangers, glorious feats. We are going to show those demons. I'm so tired of sitting in a library reading books about history. It's time I took part in it.
I'm glad to help our cause, Commander. If you have some time later, I'd like to speak with you further.
You'll have plenty of time to talk. You're the Knight Commander's people now, his trusted advisors and companions. Now then, will you please leave us? Irabeth, you can go too.
When we met at the Defender's Heart, I never imagined you'd make me the commander of the new Crusade.
Some actions may be deemed bold, or even extreme, and beyond those, there are some you might call the Queen's last resort. I am not a simple monarch. I am at war with the Abyss, a war which has lasted over 100 years. I cannot allow myself the luxury of caution. In you, I see a chance, and I am willing to stake everything on it. However, you cannot blame me for putting you in charge of the Crusade. I only formalized what had already happened in the hearts and minds of many. People spoke of the power that descended upon you and helped you save the Wardstones from corruption and total destruction. Word of this feat quickly spread far beyond the borders of Mendev. There was no other person who could better fit the role of Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade.
I have some questions about my mission to retake Dresden.
Of course, I shall answer.
How did the demons manage to conquer Dresden?
That's a good question. Its walls were built by dwarf craftsmen, and the power of the Sword of Valor protected the city. Alas, where raging hordes failed, a single lying tongue was all they needed to succeed. The demoness Minago convinced a young and ambitious crusader named Staunton Vane that the banner belonged on the battlefield. He went on a daring and unapproved raid, and the banner ended up in the enemy's hands. The city fell soon after. Ever since then, for 7 decades, it has served as a citadel for the forces of the Abyss.
Staunton Vane. I saw him at the Great Garrison. He defected to the demon's side.
Oh, really? I wasn't informed of this. After Dresden fell because of Staunton, he was nearly sentenced to death. He deserved it. In wartime, men are hanged for far less. But you have no idea what a terrible sight it is. A raging crowd of crusaders baying for blood. Never have my fighters looked so much like the demons we are fighting. I commuted Staunton's sentence and stripped him of his rank. Not just for him, but for my army and my country. We are not Hell Knights. We do not maintain discipline with public executions.
It's a tough choice, I understand.
Thank you for your support. The longer you live, the more things you do, and the more criticism you endure. Today, many blame me for all manner of reasons, and few try to understand my actions. Your words warm my soul.
What forces are at my disposal?
Everyone we saw today at the parade. First among them, the Eagle Watch, who remain a powerful force thanks to Irabeth's resourcefulness. Also marching with you are several minor knightly orders, as the minor volunteer units like to be called. And finally, I have personally selected some recruits from Neurosian. They have little in the way of battle experience, but great determination and a thirst to prove themselves. I've always thought that an army benefits from at least one such unit. These forces, as I said, are not enough for a march on Dresden. You will have to hire additional troops with the funds that have been provided to you. But for a brave commander, and I hope you are one, that is just the beginning. If you retake Dresden, recover the holy power of the Sword of Valor, and gain a foothold in the region, then new armies will join under your banner. The Fifth Crusade is only beginning. Many battles and victories lie ahead.
It's been decades and no one's managed to retake the city. Why do you think we're so different?
We have a chance now that we haven't seen in decades. But it's more than that. You created this chance for us by foiling the demons' plans in Canabris. The army who attacked the city came straight from Dresden. Demon hordes from the Abyss are usually encamped there, but many of them perished on the streets of Canabris. We must attack swiftly before they can restore their forces. When the city is free and the Sword of Valor appears before our soldiers, they won't be sending in any more reinforcements. Demons cannot teleport into an area protected by the banner of the goddess.
What about long-term goals? Do you know how to get rid of the Worldwound forever?
Now you are talking like a real knight commander. However, answering your question is not easy. To win this war, we must bar the demons' way. There are a few planar rifts leading to the Abyss across the territory we call the Worldwound. The best specialists we could find have tried to close them on separate occasions, with no success, as you may have guessed. The Worldwound is more than just a chain of portals to the Abyss. We do not understand its nature yet. The methods of rift closure known to magical science simply do not work here. However, we have a hypothesis, and a rather well-grounded one, that we must begin at the source of the problem, the place where the Worldwound was opened. The main rift lies through the city of Iz and the Threshold Fortress, deep in the former lands of Socorus. We have never managed to fight our way so far and gain a foothold to allow the mages to explore the origins of the Worldwound. So, the next step, after you succeed in Dresden, is an offensive push deeper into the Worldwound, with the aim of reaching Threshold. the very threshold of the abyss.
I have no more questions.
Wonderful.
Did you know that the souls of angels from heaven are confined in the Wardstone?
I had guessed as much. Many angels fought alongside us in the First Crusade. Heaven was unable to mobilize its full might to aid us, but individual celestials volunteered to fight for our cause. Then one day, they all vanished, saying that they were setting off on an important mission. Not long after, Iomede's herald erected the first wardstone in Kenobris, and then the others in cities across Mendev. Even back then, I had nagging doubts, but my faith in Iomede easily assuaged them. It is for us to serve the goddess after all, not to question her works. In any case, I am glad you did not allow the demons to commit sacrilege and gain control over the wardstone in Kenobris. We might have lost one of the wardstones, but the chain is still standing.
You should know, I received an unusual gift in the caves beneath Kenobris. In a vision, I saw the death of an angel called Lariel. Somehow he was able to grant me the ability to reveal the light of heaven.
Lariel. I knew him. He disappeared shortly before the Worldwound grew, and Dresden fell into the enemy's hands. In the chaos, we had more important concerns than investigating the fate of a single angel, even one so righteous and beloved as Lariel. And afterward, matters took a turn for the worse. The angels left us to go on this special mission. It is so strange to hear the names I used to hear when I was young, like getting a message from the past. It is sad news, but it brings me back to the times when we strongly believed in our victory, and we rushed headlong toward it without fear. Could it be that such times have come again?
And what are you going to do?
Overlooking a spot of insubordination just at the moment. However, I shall answer you. I shall prepare the defenses at Nerosian and all the other border cities and plan the future of the Fifth Crusade. Does that satisfy your curiosity, Knight Commander?
My queen, I'd ask that you remain with us. The Dresden campaign is the hope of the Crusade, and the blessing of Iomede that you carry may be decisive in this battle.
Yeah, a polite attempt to appeal to the conscience of an old sovereign?
What just happened? Oh, nice.
I don't know if you realize what you're suggesting. If our enemies in the depths of the wound were to discover that I was with your army, they would immediately send their most vicious demons to attack. They would stop at nothing to be rid of me, and thereby sow chaos across Mendev. But you are right. I shouldn't be sitting it out in the rear. I am a warrior queen, and a queen of warriors. Yet my fighters have forgotten what I look like. Fine. I shall join the crusade, but on my own terms. First, I shall assemble my entourage and lead the parade out of the camp. I shall catch up with you later, along with a few hand-picked bodyguards. We'll change our armor, and I'll become a knight of a minor order and join the troops incognito.
Nice.
Until we approach Dresden, no one should know I am among you. But before we storm the city, I shall show myself to the troops and join the battle. Let it be a surprise for the demons. I hope you won't complain of my company on the road, Commander, since you were the one who insisted upon it. Do you have any other questions?
The task is clear.
Splendid. Ah, yes. We have one final matter to attend to. It should be rather enjoyable.
Oh?
Count, there you are. You received my instruction?
I did, though I did not have time to read the thing before I was dragged before your majesty. In truth, I was readying myself to depart.
No matter. I trust you will forgive your sovereign for the rather brusque summons, especially when you learn what prompted it. As you are aware, he has recently been appointed my Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade. I spent a long while pondering whom to appoint to the highly sensitive post of Commander's Field Attaché and Advisor Plenipotentiary without portfolio. Congratulations, Count.
It is a great honor, I suppose.
That's a great idea. What a wonderful gesture you made. Your account would have been inconsolable if you hadn't given the chance. I have to pick it. It's hilarious.
I knew you would approve, Commander. I had my doubts about whether you were ready for such a responsibility, Count, but your conduct in Kenobris has put my mind at ease. So, you will travel with the troops to Dresden. Only the commander may remove you from your post. but I trust that you will dutifully fulfill his orders and make a good showing of yourself. Especially since word of your appointment, Count, will reach the court at any moment. All of Mendev's nobility will be following your successes in service to the nation, including all of your devoted admirers. I even heard that one bard with whom you are particularly friendly has already begun composing a ballad to honor your heroic participation in the Crusade and your faithful service to the commander here.
Your largesse truly knows no bounds, dear cousin. I am most gratified by the honor you have shown me.
Then let's get going. May Ayomade help us.
Success. Still, probably a cutscene, and then we're done with this episode. Or maybe no cutscene. Who knows? No cutscene. Alright, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace! Hey, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. If you've got anything to say, go to the comments below. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscription button and the bell. If you want to see more, check out this video down here. Thank you so much for watching. Peace!